Unlocking levels, unlocking levels, unlocking levels. Hosted by Seal the Source. Tap in.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Unlocking Levels. It's your boy CL the Source back with another episode. Thank you once again for tuning in. And I hope you've been enjoying the content so far. Been doing my best to stay consistent every Monday, dropping a new episode, new topics, new discussions. I got to get some new guests on here, y'all. I'm not going to front with y'all. I've been kind of lacking in that area, to be quite honest with you. I haven't been reaching out and trying to connect with people as often as I was earlier on in my podcasting journey. But that's gonna change. I'm gonna definitely invite some real cool people on here. Maybe re-invite some folks that have been on here in the past and just check in with them and see what they got going on in their life and just kind of circle back and see how life's treating them with the principles that they kind of shared on the podcast episode with me. And yeah, just provide any type of updates and whatnot. Also open to just talking to anybody, to be quite honest with you, because I'm a firm believer that you can learn from anyone. And, I do believe in sharing game, sharing information, just iron sharpening iron, trying to help each other get better. You know what I'm saying? So if you are interested in joining me, feel free to tap in. We could rap about whatever, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Most of the stuff that I talk about on here is predicated on, growth and, positive self-awareness and self-development and everything like that, and just leveling up in all natures, unlocking levels, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. But with that being said, today's episode is going to be another solo one. Should be a fun one as well. I really like this topic of this discussion that I'm about to talk about and get into. As you know, I hardly ever have anything scripted, and the closest thing to scripted really is me just writing a couple bullet points and kind of going off of. So what you're gonna get in this episode and in most episodes in the past is just me. It's just the authentic me, myself, just talking about what I know, what I believe to be true, and with obviously the intention of helping whoever's listening to this, whoever's absorbing this, to get better. Um, you know, I reflect a lot in my own personal time when not only in the rough times, but also in the good times. And I think about this whole experience of life in whole, in its totality, in my 39 years of living so far. And in those moments of reflection and where I get introspective and I really start to dive deeper into my mind and my thoughts and try to sort things out, I come up with a lot of cool stuff. And life in general for all of us, I think, um there's ups, there's downs, there's trials, there's tribulations, there's good times, bad times. We all go through them. I think it's a part of the whole collective experience of life. And I think a lot of times we can personally and unintentionally exacerbate that by dwelling on it and really just kind of harping on something and making it a much bigger issue than it really is. And I've done that. I'm confident that you on the other end have found yourself in that position before, and you realize it later on. You're like, damn, I made that problem. I made that issue way bigger than it should have been, and you kind of spiral out of control. Maybe not. Some people handle things very well. Some people repress things, and that can end up becoming something later on because it can turn into a whole situation where just things blow out of proportion. But the only reason why I'm bringing this up, to be quite honest with you, is because in life, when things get overwhelming, when things become overbearing, and you feel just immense sense of pressure, and you feel a lot of different things going on, it feels like really chaotic. Sometimes the best course of action is honestly to just laugh, to find something to laugh about, because as the saying goes, laughter is the best medicine. It really is. I truly believe that. You got to find something to lighten the mood. You got to find something to, you know, just break the tension, because if you add more fuel to the fire, fuel to the flame, it's just going to turn into an explosion, something that's beyond that becomes outside of your control. And that can lead to a whole lot of different things and create more problems where they really didn't need to be that bad. So you got to find a way to lighten things up. When things get difficult, I know it sounds simple and it's easy to say on this end, and it's a lot different when you're actually going through it. But you got to find a way. To be honest with you, I found, you know, just to give you an example, working in this restaurant business, this is a really hard business. Sometimes we really get worked. We really get overwhelmed. We get hit with rushes, and you never know what to expect each day. So just coming in with the preparation of the mind of knowing that things are going to be crazy sometimes, and just kind of mentally preparing for that. And then even when you do that, you feel like you're ready. It's still so challenging to the point where you just have to take a step back, man. You can't get so engulfed in what's going on to where it just has you frazzled, to where it just has you running around like a chicken with your head cut off. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to find a way to bring yourself back to center and stay focused, because it's almost like when you're in the heat of a battle, so many different things can go wrong, and you just make it worse for yourself when you are uh when you just kind of like overthinking things, what I'm saying, making it way worse. But I find you gotta you gotta like look for something, or create something to where it just mellows things out, um and brings it back to that point of balance, um because you just don't want to get knocked off your rocker. Um, and it just makes it funner, to be honest with you. It's like nothing should be that serious to the point where it just gets you so off your game. It's so angry that you you start to take this experience of life for granted. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing should ever get you that riled up. Um, Again, no, it's very easy to say. I know that in the moment it's completely different. I still struggle with it. But if you were to sit down long enough and think about that and really just marinate on that thought, you would ultimately drop the same conclusion, because at the end of the day, what's complaining going to do, what's being negative about it going to do, what's being overly frazzled going to do, it's just going to make things worse for you. So you got to come up with an alternative. You got to find another way to get back to the task at hand, and never lose sight of the fact that this life is super rare. Um, and I say this all the time. People that have been around me, I always say sometimes you got to laugh to keep from crying, because I mean, just this life shit, man, as beautiful as it is, as much as I love to be here, it gets tough sometimes. You get tested, you get challenged. When you think you know something, you think you're doing well, life will just sit you back down on your ass again. So for me, I have just come to the conclusion that adversity really is just another opportunity. It's just something, it's an opportunity for me to pass a test. It's an opportunity for me to rise. And I look at everything like that now, or I at least try to. When I get challenged, when I get tested, when I get um knocked off my square a little bit, I either stumble a bit, but I get back up and I keep going. And as I stand more firmly on my square of who I am and who I'm becoming, not much is really gonna rattle me. There's a few things that I noticed about myself that still needs to plenty of work, and there's no doubt about it. And I'm never gonna be afraid to admit this. I'm always gonna be a work in progress. It's not even about being perfect. It's just about getting better every single day. So being able to kind of do the best, make the best choices that you can in each and every situation is all you really can do at the end of the day. And before your head hits the pillow at nighttime, when you're analyzing how your day went, you now have data to go off of. You now have something to look at to be like, man, did I do what I felt like I should have done in those moments. And if not, like you have something to go back off of. It's on you if you keep making the same mistakes. And just to kind of tie it back together with the central thesis of this whole podcast episode, it's laughter. You got to find a way to not take things too seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to have fun. You got to find a way. And the most fun I'm having is when I'm laughing, when I'm cracking jokes and everybody's smiling, even if it's chaotic, even if all hell is breaking loose, you having fun when you're laughing. And those are the moments, to be honest with you, where you get tested the most for sure. And you see if some of these theories that I come up with actually hold up. And to be honest with you, I'm in these situations a lot, and I get tested, but I apply these things, and I find myself remaining cool, calm, and collected, no matter what's going on. And it's better than reacting super emotionally and just getting super stressed out and anxious and frustrated over some shit that at the end of the day or at the end of my life, I'm not even gonna be thinking about. I'm not even gonna be tripping about. It's so big in the moment, yes, but like at the end of the day, this shit doesn't matter. And you should not be losing sleep over shit that you can't control anyway. And if you could control it and it was something that you made a mistake on, take it, move forward. You know what I'm saying? Learn from it and move forward. It is what it is. You can't change the past. All you can do is make better choices in the future. So, for me, I do my best to not take shit too seriously. Have fun during the process and just try to remain poised and cool, calm, and collected as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what's going on around me. Um, so I guess with that being said, laughter is really one of the gifts of life if you think about it. I love laughing. I love when people make me laugh. I love making other people laugh. Um, I love watching funny movies. I love cracking jokes. Come on, man. It's part of it. Like what would life be without laughter, without joy, without happiness? Like that's all part of it. You know what I'm saying? Being able to laugh and enjoy the simple things, and it's one of the secrets to life to truly enjoy this experience. So, with that being said, I think the biggest thing I want to leave y'all with is just find a way to just laugh through it all. You know what I'm saying? Like really don't take shit too serious. Definitely have a sense of urgency and be serious about what you're doing, especially if you believe in what you're doing. But at the end of the day, you don't want to get too riled up to the point where you stressing yourself out. You got to find a way to have fun with this process, whatever it is for you. And that's what I'm doing. To be honest with you, I'm taking things one day at a time. Try not to get too far ahead of myself. I try not to live too far into the past. You know what I'm saying? And I really try to stay focused on the present moment, not always trying to get to that next thing in my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm really just trying to be here right now and enjoy it fully. And learn from whatever is going on in my life right now. And at this very stage of my life, in this stage in the game, I'm living in Hawaii, the 808, and things are going great. I mean, shit, it's April 23rd. Yeah, 23rd right now. I'm recording this and it's like 9 o'clock and it's hot as hell. Back home in Frisco, I would not be able to wear no tank top right now. I'll tell you right now, because I already know I get hella cold out there in Frisco. But out here, look at me, I'm rocking my Golden State Warriors tank top, you know what I'm saying? Repping for the Dubs. They just got that win today versus the Sacramento Kings series tied 2-2. That's been a fun one. I don't really get a chance to watch too much sports nowadays, but when I do, I'm always repping my teams, specifically the Warriors, man. Y'all know I got super close ties to that team. Worked for the organization for almost 2 years and developed some great relationships while I was over there. And, that's just the home team. So I'm always going to rep that. You know what I'm saying? I got that on me all the time. Even this hat is a city hat, you feel me? But anyway, with that being said, man, I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode. And if you loved today's episode, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share it with a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend. and tune into the next episode, y'all. Follow me on Instagram at CL underscore the source, at Unlocking Levels, at Free Matrix Productions, at Good Life with CL. And I am now the content creator for my uncle's restaurant, Prime Rose Cafe here in Hawaii. So you can see a lot of my content on there as well. Um, but yeah, man, I'm shaking and baking, doing things, staying on the move, um, learning and growing, and just enjoying this life. You know what I'm saying? Not taking much for granted nowadays. Just trying to be a better me every day. And I hope that y'all do the same. Um, and damn, till next time, y'all. Peace and love.